we will take another standard called Accounting Standard 12, Government Grants. First, what I will do, in a nutshell, I will try to revise the entire standard. Have a look. Accounting Standard 12, that deals with what, government grant. Government grant मतलब कोई भी तरह की सब्सिडी, कोई भी तरह का benefit given by whom? Government, right? So government grant can be broadly classified into three categories. Government grant in relation to fixed asset, government grant by way of a promoter's contribution, and a government grant in the nature of revenue grant. All the three will discuss separately, one by one we have to discuss. This will be discussed in Roman number 1, this will be discussed in Roman number 2, this will be discussed in Roman number 3. What I will do, I'll start with a easy topic. See, government grant in relation to fixed asset. If you are receiving any government grant in relation to fixed asset, how the treatment of accounting should be done? Two simple charts. Fixed asset is given to you for free. Imagine the whole asset is given to you for free. Then what we should do? We should recognize such asset. We should recognize such asset at some nominal value. At some nominal value. See, though the asset is issued for free, you cannot say that I will not recognize it. You have to recognize the asset at some nominal value, so that the identity of the asset remains in the book, right? If a government grant is received for fixed asset, if you are receiving government grant for fixed asset, matlab literally amount is given to you. Amount is given to you. Then we have two options for accounting. We have option number 1, which is called a net method. We have option number 2, which is called gross method. Both the methods I will discuss step by step, right? Say, simple, say example, you purchase a fixed asset for rupees 100 lakhs, okay? You have received government grant of 40 lakhs, right? So what we will do, in method number 1, we will deduct government grant from value of fixed asset, okay? In that case, what will happen? The fixed asset would be now shown in the books at what value? 100 lakhs minus 40 lakhs. It would be only 60 lakhs. Now, depreciation would be provided. Depreciation would be provided on 60 lakhs only, right? Okay. Next, by chance, in case if there is any refund, एग्जाम में ये पूछेगा आपको, इन केस इफ देयर इज एनी रिफंड, बाई चांस इफ यू डोंट satisfy any condition in relation to government grant, then government may ask you to make the refund of the grant. So whenever there is a refund of government grant, right, remember such a refund amount should be added to the fixed asset value. Why so? Why? Because see, when you receive the grant, you have deducted from the asset value, right? So whenever it becomes refundable, it should be added back to the asset value, right? So this is simple case. Whenever you receive a government grant in relation to fixed asset, if the asset is given for free, recognize it at some nominal value. If it is not given for free, some amount is received for government grant, in that case do one thing. You got two options. Option number 1, reduce the grant value with the value of fixed asset, that what we have learnt. You have option number 2. What is option number 2? Option number 2 is nothing but, say fixed asset is how much, fixed asset is 100 lakhs. Likewise, you have received a government grant of how much, say rupees 40 lakhs. In option number 2, what we do, we don't, or we do not, whatever you say, we do not deduct the government grant from fixed asset, but we transfer the government grant to a reserve account. Let's say it is a deferred government grant reserve account, right? So what will happen in your balance sheet? If you observe, you will find two things. One side you will find fixed asset for rupees 100 lakhs, okay? Second side, government grant reserve, you will find how much, 40 lakhs, right? Just to give you a feel, I am giving an opinion to you. In second method, what we do, we don't deduct the government grant from the value of fixed asset. We simply show it at what value? We simply show the asset at full value, and government grant is taken to a separate account called government grant reserve, or you can say deferred government grant reserve. Now what you should remember, whenever whenever depreciation is provided, whenever depreciation is provided on fixed asset, comma, in the same proportion, we should reduce the government grant reserve and transfer it to P&L account. See, government grant reserve will have credit balance, right? So when you want to reduce it, you will write the entry called government grant reserve account debit to P&L account credit. So what I am telling you, whenever depreciation is provided, I'll just correct this. Whenever depreciation is provided on fixed asset, in the same proportion we should reduce the government grant reserve and this should be transferred to what's our P&L, right? So जैसे जैसे एसेट की वैल्यू घटेगी वैसे वैसे रिजर्व भी घटेगा धीरे धीरे, मतलब depreciation on the asset will be taken to P&L account debit, but whereas government grant reserve will be taken to what, P&L account credit. Now very important point, in a case if there is a refund of government grant, by chance if some conditions are not satisfied, then what you will do? Always remember, the government grant refund should be first adjusted against government grant reserve के साथ adjust करो, because refund amount is a loss to it will have debit balance and reserve will have what balance? Credit balance. In a case if a reserve is not sufficient, then what you can do, the unadjusted amount you can transfer it to what, sir? You can transfer it to P&L account as a loss. उसको अब loss की तरह दिखा दो and it should be shown in the P&L account as a loss. Say when you are refunding the government grant, you need to refund 40 lakh rupees, right? At the time of refund, the balance in the government grant reserve account was say only 24 lakhs. So what you can do, out of 40 lakhs, 24 lakhs you will adjust with government grant reserve and balance 16 lakhs you will transfer to what? P&L. And don't forget, do not adjust the fixed asset value. Do you agree? Why I am telling you not to adjust the fixed asset value? Because when the grant was received, we have never taken the value to which account? Asset account. Thereby, whenever you are refunding the government grant, never do any adjustment towards a fixed asset. Am I clear? If you remember what we are discussing is government grant, right? See, in a nutshell, whenever you receive any benefit from government by way of subsidies, right now, any incentives from government, those incentives are taken as what's government grant. Government grant can be broadly classified into how many categories? 3. One is called government grant in relation to fixed asset. Second is government grant by way of promoters contribution. Third is government grant by way of what's revenue nature. See, whenever you receive government grant in relation to fixed asset, two cases can come where the asset is given itself for free. When the asset is given itself for free, what you can do, you can recognize the asset at some nominal value. But in a case if you are receiving any amount to acquire a fixed asset, maybe after acquisition of asset or maybe before acquisition of asset, the standard gives you two options. Option number 1 is called nothing but net method. Option number 2 is called nothing but what gross method. In option number 1, what we do? Nothing. The entire government grant amount is reduced from the value of what fixed asset, and at the net value only we provide what depreciation. But in a case if government grant in such situation becomes refundable, then whatever the refund amount is there, we will add that refund amount towards our fixed asset value, and depreciation is provided on the revised value prospectively, not retrospectively. Likewise, in a case if you have followed second method, that government grant will not be adjusted with asset value, then that method is called nothing but what gross method. In gross method, what we do, we recognize the asset at full value and government grant is recognized as a reserve, say deferred government grant reserve or government grant reserve बोल के recognize करते. At one side of the balance sheet you will find fixed asset, and the second side of the balance sheet you will find what government grant reserve. How you reduce the value of fixed asset? In the same proportion you should keep on reducing the value of what government grant reserve. जैसे जैसे एसेट घटेगा वैसे वैसे ही आपका गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिजर्व भी घटेगा. एसेट कैसे घटेगा? डिप्रिसिएशन के थ्रू. सो डिप्रिसिएशन विल बी टेकन टू P&L अकाउंट डेबिट, whereas गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिजर्व कैसे घटेगा? बाय ट्रांसफरिंग द अमाउंट टुवर्ड्स P&L. By chance in between, if government grant becomes refundable, then what you will do, you will first adjust the government grant refund with the amount of reserve available. I said you right. Imagine the government grant refundable is say 40 lakh rupees and the reserve balance available with you is say 20 lakh rupees, example sake. So 40 में से 20 तो चले गया, balance 20 lakhs loss, you will transfer it towards a P&L account. There will be no adjustment done to the value of what fixed asset. Am I clear with this? This is in, see, I am not explaining detail, but in a nutshell I am trying to explain the provisions, right? Likewise, government grant by way of promoter contribution. This is another type of government grant, right? Roman number 2. See, what in by promoter's contribution, promoter is someone who helps to set up the business, right? In a case if government is giving you a grant to set up the business, the amount is not given in relation to any fixed asset. In relation to any fixed asset, then simply remember such government grant is of capital nature. Do you agree? Then it should be transferred to what, capital reserve. वैसा grant आप क्या करोगे? You will transfer it to capital reserve. So whenever you receive a government grant in relation to or by way of promoter's contribution, it is not treated as income, but it should be transferred to what account? It should be transferred to capital reserve. That's point number 1. Point number 2, see, in case if you are incurring any expenditure in relation to any condition which are attached to that grant, such expenditure can be adjusted with what, capital reserve value. Nothing wrong. But remember point number 2, in case if the grant becomes what, refundable. अगर गवर्नमेंट बोलती है नहीं भाई हमारा ग्रांट हमको फिर से दे दो बिकॉज यू वायलेटेड सर्टेन कंडीशंस और सर्टेन कंडीशंस आर नॉट मेट, देन व्हाट यू कैन डू, such refund amount should be adjusted against capital reserve. सिंपल है भाई, जब पैसा आया आप कहाँ पे लेके गए? कैपिटल रिजर्व में लेके गए. जब पैसा रिफंड जाएगा, गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट जब रिफंड होगा, then the entire amount should be adjusted against what? Capital reserve, right? This is very simple, so no one is going to ask you. Roman number 3 is nothing but government grant by way of revenue grant. Revenue grant matlab, example, government says whatever salary the entity pays 50% they will reimburse, right? Or whatever the power bill comes, 80% of the power bill government will reimburse you, or any expenditure which is of revenue nature government is ready to reimburse, or you may receive subsidies in relation to sale of products, right? These are called nothing but what's a revenue grant. See, generally remember, if a government grant of revenue nature is there, if government grant of revenue nature is received only for a year, I am very stressing a word, for a year, मतलब एक ही साल के लिए आया है, राइट? जो भी पैसा है वो एक साल के लिए आया है, देन यू कैन टेक इट टू व्हाट सर? P&L अकाउंट क्रेडिट. यू कैन ट्रीट इट एज व्हाट, इनकम. उसको हम लोग इनकम की तरह ट्रीट करके उसको हम लोग P&L अकाउंट क्रेडिट लेके जा सकते हैं. Alternatively, you also have an option. Alternatively, you can reduce it from expenditure in relation to which the grant is issued. Example, ये मेरा P&L अकाउंट है, समझिए. एग्जाम्पल, पहला ऑप्शन क्या है? अब गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट जो रेवेन्यू नेचर का है, यू कैन शो इट इन द P&L अकाउंट क्रेडिट साइड. ये आपका P&L अकाउंट है, उसको क्रेडिट से दिखा सकते हैं. अगर ऐसा नहीं करना है, इफ़ यू हैव रिसीव्ड गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट इन रिलेशन टू एनी एक्सपेंडिचर, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? एग्जाम्पल, मेरा P&L है, मेरी सैलरी है 40 lakhs. फॉर दिस सैलरी आई हैव रिसीव्ड गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट से ₹30 lakhs. उसको निकाल दो, द नेट सैलरी वुड बी हाउ मच? 10 lakhs. सी, पॉइंट तो क्लियर है भाई. Ultimately, being of revenue nature, it will go and impact your P&L only. Either you can show it at the credit side of the P&L, that's one option. No, if the grant is issued in relation to an expenses, then an option is given to you. You can reduce this from the value of that expenditure. That's one thing, right? So second side hai, if the government grant of revenue nature, is for more than 1 year, जो पैसा आया है वो 1 साल से ज़्यादा के लिए आया है. समझे, गवर्नमेंट ने 5 साल के लिए आपको 100 लाख रुपीज़ दे दिया, बोला फॉर द नेक्स्ट 5 years गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट गिवन टू इज हाउ मच? 100 lakhs. सो इन दैट केस व्हाट वी कैन डू, we can transfer such grant to what account? The government grant reserve account. Right now that's called deferred government grant. उसको आप ट्रांसफर कर दीजिए किसके अकाउंट में? deferred government grant reserve account में. and gradually or periodically you can take it to what sir? P&L account credit. मतलब अगर 5 साल के लिए गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट आया है तो यूजिंग सम प्रोपोर्शनेट लॉजिक यू कैन ट्रांसफर दिस अमाउंट टू P&L अकाउंट क्रेडिट. एग्जाम्पल, इट कैन बी 1/5. सो 100 lakhs आया है तो एवरी ईयर 1/5 यू कैन ट्रांसफर इट टू व्हाट सर? P&L अकाउंट क्रेडिट, राइट? नो, डोंट फॉरगेट, बाई चांस इन अ केस इफ गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट बिकम्स व्हाट? रिफंडेबल. अगर गवर्नमेंट बोलती है नहीं भी हमारा ग्रांट हमको रिफंड दे दो, इन दैट केस इफ बाई चांस इफ देयर इज अ गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिजर्व अवेलेबल, अगर रिजर्व अवेलेबल है, देन प्लीज एडजस्ट द गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिफंड विद दैट रिजर्व अमाउंट. वो रिजर्व से एडजस्ट कर दो. इन in case if a reserve is not sufficient, reserve sufficient नहीं हो रहा, then transfer the loss to what sir? P&L account debit. See exam में problem ये है, most of the time the questions are on refund only, right ना? So ये simple nutshell में मैं आपको nutshell में पढ़ाने की कोशिश किया कि how to do accounting for a government grant, right ना? Principally most important topic is nothing but government grant in relation to fixed asset ही पूछता है. Now some basic points in relation to government grant, थोड़ी basic points पढ़ा देता हूँ आपको. Government grant, see government grant may come from central government, state government, local authority, or even it can come from foreign government, right? But only grant coming from government is covered by this standard. No other grant is covered, right? Point number 2 is मतलब अगर आपको सब्सिडी आ रही है कोई चैरिटेबल ट्रस्ट से, वो सब चीज़ों का अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड में नहीं डिस्कस किया गया है, वो है पॉइंट नंबर 1. पॉइंट नंबर 2 इज नथिंग बट whenever you receive a government grant, when you can recognize a government grant, you can recognize government grant when two principal conditions are satisfied. Condition number 1 is nothing but the grant should be measurable. कितना ग्रांट आएगा वही नहीं पता रहेगा तब उसका अकाउंटिंग कैसे करोगे? So whenever you want to recognize government grant, remember it should be what you know, measurable. Point number 2, there should be certainty that conditions in relation to grant would be fulfilled, right now? अगर by chance if the government grant are coming in relation to certain conditions, कुछ conditions हैं जो fulfill करने पड़ेंगे, in that case you can recognize government grant only when you are hopeful, when you are certain. See, there need not be any virtual certainty. Even if you are reasonably certain that those conditions can be met, then you can recognize this grant. Am I clear? So this is the recognition part of a government grant. When you can recognize, when it is measurable, and second, there is a certainty of its collection, along with a certainty that you will be able to meet those conditions which are attached in relation to grant. So grant can be of 3 types. One is called fixed asset grant, second is called promoter's grant, and third is called revenue grant. Am I clear? So wherever you get a doubt, by chance if any doubt is there, you can just go back and then you can see it, right? Right, what I will do, now I will take certain problems on this standard. It's a very important standard. एक थोड़े problems कर लेते हैं. Shall I start? Right, what we'll do, we'll take certain problems on a government grant, right? थोड़े problems कर लेंगे तो ज़्यादा clarity आ जाएगी. चलो, we'll do certain problems. Have a look at the screen. Question number 29. Explain the treatment of refund of government grant as per accounting standard 12. Question किसके ऊपर है पूरा? Refund के ऊपर है. So whenever there is a refund of government grant, what is the treatment? See, that depends on which type of grant you have received and what treatment you have followed earlier. Right now, step by step we will see. When the government grant is of revenue nature, when the government grant is of fixed asset for के लिए, when the government grant is of promoter's nature. See, when the government grant is of revenue nature, if you remember, if reserve is available, adjust the amount against reserves. If reserves are not available, then transfer the unadjusted amount to what sir? To the P&L. वही बात यहाँ भी बोला होगा, right ना? Adjust against unamortized deferred credit balance, मतलब reserve. If not charges towards sir P&L. Am I clear? So अगर reserve का balance available है तो reserve से adjust कीजिए. अगर reserve का balance available नहीं है तो please transfer it towards sir P&L. Am I clear? When government grant is related fixed asset. Fixed assets के लिए आया था तो सोचना है. When the grant was issued, what you have done? When the grant was received, if it is adjusted with the value of fixed asset, then the refund amount should be added back to the value of what you know, fixed asset. That's the simple treatment. But in a case, at the time of receiving grant, we did not adjust with the asset value. We have taken to a separate reserve called what? Government grant reserve. वहाँ पे लेके गए आप. तो in that case, please adjust the refund amount first with the reserve. If the reserve is sufficient, well said. If the reserve is not sufficient, then please adjust the unadjusted amount with what sir? With the P&L. फिर से बोल रहा हूँ वही. अगर समझो अगर refund amount is 40 lakh rupees, 40 lakhs is the refund amount. Government grant reserve available is say 28 lakhs. Then 40 minus 28, how much is unadjusted? 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs you can take it to P&L account, right? The same concept they have said here. And third one is when you have received government grant in relation to promoter's contribution. When the amount was received, we have taken to capital reserve, right? So whenever there is a refund, please adjust it with what sir? Capital reserve only. Should be reduced from capital reserve. Reduce बोल रहा हूँ मतलब adjust कर लो. Very simple, right? Don't forget, whenever there is a refund of government grant, that item is always taken as what, extraordinary, because 99% गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिफंड के केस नहीं आते, एग्जाम में आते हैं जरूर, पर ऑब्वियसली प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिफंड मोस्टली नहीं होता. क्यों नहीं होता? 99% once the government gives a grant, it does not ask what, refund. Am I clear? So this is the very simple question. I am going to the second question. Question number 2 में चले जा रहा हूँ, देखते रहो. Right. Supriya Limited received a grant of 2,500 lakhs during the accounting year 10-11 from government for welfare activities to be carried on by the company for its employees. Employees के लिए government grant आया है, तो obviously the grant is of what nature? It is of revenue nature. The grant prescribed conditions for its utilization. However, during the year 11-12, it was found that conditions of the grant were not complied with, and the grant has to be refunded to the government in full. When did you receive the grant? We have received the grant in the year 2010 and 11. When did the refund case arise? The refund case arise in the year 2011 and 12. So when the grant was received, what you have done? You would have taken the amount to P&L account credit. When there is a refund, you please debit your P&L account back. जब पैसा आया अपनी P&L account credit लेके गए, जब refund जाएगा वो loss हो जाएगा. Please take the loss towards a P&L account debit. Am I clear? तो क्वेश्चन क्या है देखिए, क्वेश्चन कंटिन्यू कर रहा हूँ. ड्यूरिंग द ईयर इट वॉज फाउंड दैट द कंडीशंस ऑफ ग्रांट वर नॉट कंप्लाइड विथ एंड द ग्रांट हैज टू बी रिफंडेड टू द गवर्नमेंट इन फुल. पूरा ग्रांट रिफंड करना पड़ा. पूरा ग्रांट जब अगर रिफंड करना पड़ा तो ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू टेक दिस लॉस टुवर्ड्स अ P&L अकाउंट, राइट. एलिसिडेट द करंट अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट विद रेफरेंस टू AS12. देख लीजिए आप आंसर. पैसा आया जब इनकम की तरह ट्रीट किया होगा ना, तो रिफंड करते समय उसको लॉस की तरह ट्रीट करो एंड टेक दैट लॉस टुवर्ड्स P&L अकाउंट डेबिट. वेरी इजी. एम आई क्लियर? या दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. बहुत बार पूछा भी एग्जाम में. देखते हैं. ए लिमिटेड परचेज अ मशीन. इफ़ यू वांट यू कैन पॉज वंस. पढ़ना है आपको आंसर तो एक बार ओके पढ़ लो एक बार. I am going to the next question. Question number 31. Important है. A Limited purchase a machine for rupees 40 lakhs. Useful life कितना है? 4 years. And residual value is how much? 8 lakhs. Okay, 40 लाख का एसेट है. Residual value कितनी है? 8 lakhs. Useful life कितना है? 4 years. Government grant received is how much? 16 lakhs. Show the journal entries to be passed at the time of refund of grant in the third year and the value of fixed asset if the grant is credited to fixed asset account and the grant is credited to deferred grant account. ये हो गया आपका केस 1 which is nothing but net method. ये हो गया आपका केस 2 which is nothing but what ये हो गया केस 1. ये हो गया केस 2 is nothing but gross method. मैं काम करता हूँ, दोनों चीज़ें डिस्कस करता हूँ separately. What do you say? Right. आंसर लिख रहा हूँ, देखिए आराम से. What is the value of fixed asset? 40 lakhs. What is the life of the asset? Only 4 years. What is the residual value given? The residual value is 8 lakhs, right? Case 1 में I am answering it. Don't be in a hurry because third year में asset की value दी नहीं है ना, तो अपने को find out करना पड़ेगा. आराम से कीजिए. So depreciation would be something like this. No, I will not write like this. What I will give the heading. Case number 1. If government grant is adjusted with fixed asset value. If government grant is adjusted with what's our fixed asset value, then what will happen? Nothing will happen. Have a careful look. So what will happen? Depreciation per annum would be how much? The asset value is how much? 40 lakhs minus how much grant you have received? The grant amount is 16 lakh rupees if I am not wrong. 16 lakhs ही है ना? हाँ 16 lakhs ही है. तो 40 lakhs minus 16 lakhs minus residual value is how much? 8 lakhs. This is the value of the asset. This is the residual value by how many years of life? 4 years of life. So depreciation would be how much? Depreciation would be 40 minus 16 minus 8. 16 divided by 4. So depreciation would be 4 lakhs per annum. अब जल्दी कुछ नहीं है. Therefore value of asset at the beginning of third year. Value of the asset at the beginning of third year. No hurry. सो फर्स्ट ईयर ओपनिंग वैल्यू कितनी रहेगी? फर्स्ट ईयर ओपनिंग वैल्यू वुड बी 40 lakhs minus 16 lakhs बिकॉज वी आर फॉलोइंग नेट मेथड ना, तो 40 minus 16 कितना हो जाएगा? 24 lakhs लेस फर्स्ट ईयर्स डिप्रिसिएशन हाउ मच? 4 lakhs लेस second year's depreciation how much? Again 4 lakhs. Therefore 24 minus 4 कितना हो गया भाई? 16 lakhs is a written down value at the beginning of which year? Third year. Now what happened in the third year? What happened, you know? You need to make a refund of government grant. Therefore when 16 lakhs is refunded to government right now, comma, the refund amount should be added. क्या लिख रहा हूँ देखो, the refund amount should be added to what, sir? Added to fixed asset value. Therefore fixed asset after refund would be how much, you know? Would be 16 lakhs plus 16 lakhs. Sir ये क्या refund है? ये है refund का amount. There would be how much, you know? 32 lakhs. Therefore depreciation for third year would be how much? अब थोड़ा carefully सुनो. What is the value of the asset? 32 lakhs. Minus what is the scrap value? 8 lakhs. What is the remaining life? Only 2 years. 2 साल ही तो बचा ना asset का life. So 32 minus 8 कितना? 24. 24 divided by 2 कितना? That is nothing but 12 lakh rupees is a depreciation. Therefore what is the value at the end of third year? Value at the end of third year should be nothing but 32 lakhs minus 12 lakhs. That should be 20 lakhs. Am I clear? तो ये रहा आपका आंसर. कब? सिचुएशन 1 में. मैंने भी जो किया है वो सिर्फ एक ही केस सॉल्व किया है. सिचुएशन 1 ही सॉल्व किया है. सिचुएशन 2 सॉल्व करना बाकी है. आई एम गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट सिचुएशन. केस नंबर 2. इन केस if government grant is taken to which account? कुछ नाम बोला ना अकाउंट का. is taken to deferred grant account, right? is taken to what account, sir? is taken to deferred grant account. In case if government grant is taken to deferred grant account. अगर deferred grant account में लेके गए तो क्या हुआ होगा? Nothing. See what would happen? Depreciation for the first year would be how much, you know? आराम से, because the government grant was not adjusted with the value of fixed asset. The asset value would be 40 lakhs minus estimated scrap value 8 lakhs by how many years? 4 years. So depreciation per annum कितना रहेगा सर? Depreciation per annum would be 40 minus 8 कितना? 32 divided by 4. So 8 lakhs would be depreciation per annum, right now. Likewise, see in the same proportionate how you are depreciating the asset, in the same proportionate you should reduce the government grant reserve also, right? So government grant reserve at first year beginning would be how much? 16 lakhs minus first year P&L account how much? 16 lakhs by 4 years, है ना भाई? बिकॉज एसेट को 4 साल में अगर राइट ऑफ कर रहे हैं आप तो गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिजर्व स्लोली विल टेक इट टू P&L अकाउंट क्रेडिट, राइट? सो 16 by 4 each year how much? 4 lakhs minus second year also how much? Second year P&L account credit how much you will take to? 4 lakhs. Therefore the balance in government grant reserve account would be how much, you know? 8 lakh rupees would be balance. सिंपल है सर. जैसे आप एसेट को राइट ऑफ कर रहे हैं उसी प्रोपोर्शनेट में आपको गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिजर्व भी राइट ऑफ करना पड़ेगा ना. राइट ऑफ मतलब टेक इन टू P&L अकाउंट. देयरफॉर थर्ड ईयर में क्या हालत हुई होगी? थर्ड ईयर में व्हेन यू मेड अ रिफंड ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट व्हाट वुड हैव हैपेंड? जब आपने गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट का रिफंड किया तो व्हाट विल हैपन? फर्स्ट रिफंड अमाउंट कितना रहा होगा? रिफंड अमाउंट वुड बी 16 lakhs. In this 16 lakhs what will happen? 8 lakhs would be adjusted with the government grant reserve account and the balancing figure of 8 lakhs would be taken to what, you know? P&L account debit. सर एंट्री लिख के बताइए. बता देता हूँ, 2 एंट्री लिख के बताता हूँ. जब रिफंड क्या होगा एंट्री क्या बनी होगी? गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट refund account debit 16 lakhs. TO to what account sir? To cash and bank account credit कितना 16 lakhs. अभी रिफंड अमाउंट कहीं तो एडजस्ट करना है, कहाँ से एडजस्ट करूँगा? गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट रिजर्व अकाउंट डेबिट कितना बैलेंस है मेरे पास? 8 लाख है. क्यों? 16 lakhs में से 4 lakhs I've utilized ना by taking to P&L account credit. So 8 lakhs is the balance left. Don't have much balance, so I'm taking the loss to P&L account 8 lakhs. TO to what account sir? TO to government grant refund account credit कितना? 16 lakhs. That's how the refund amount is adjusted, first with reserve, then balance with what you know, P&L. Am I clear? Now, what is the value of asset? So depreciation for the third year. Depreciation for the third year will remain same. Why? Because जब government grant आया, it was never taken to asset account. Refund also I am not adjusting with the asset account. So depreciation value will remain same. How is the depreciation value? Same 8 lakhs. Do you agree? Therefore, what is the value of asset? Value मतलब book value, huh? Book value of asset at the end of third year should be how much you know? It should be 40 lakhs minus 8 lakhs minus 8 lakhs minus 8 lakhs. First year depreciation, second year depreciation, third year depreciation. So 40 में से अगर 24 निकाल दूँ तो asset value should be 16 lakh rupees. Am I clear? So these are your answers. होना तो एक बार पॉज कर लो, एक बार ऑप्शन देख लो. These are the answers in case number 1. These are the answers in case number 2. Am I clear? ये केस नंबर 1 का आंसर है, ये केस नंबर 2 का आंसर है. ठीक है, अच्छा इंपॉर्टेंट सम है सर, एकदम सुपर्ब सम है, देख लो. ICA के आंसर्स भी अगर देखने हैं तो एक बार इस वीडियो को पॉज करके यहाँ तक देख लो. सेकेंड आंसर पॉज करके ये भी देख लो, अगर आपको इंटरेस्ट है तो एक बार देख लो प्लीज़. मैं जा रहा हूँ आगे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में. आई एम गोइंग टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 नाउ. संतोष लिमिटेड हैज़ रिसीव्ड अ ग्रांट ऑफ 8 crores फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट फॉर सेटिंग अप अ फैक्ट्री इन बैकवर्ड एरिया. फैक्ट्री डालने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट आया, तो दिख रहा है दिस ग्रांट इज बाय वे ऑफ व्हाट यू नो, प्रोमोटर्स कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन की तरह है ये ग्रांट, राइट ना. आउट ऑफ दिस ग्रांट द कंपनी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड 2 crores डिविडेंड. लाइक दिस इज लाइक टू मच, राइट. जो ग्रांट आया था प्रोमोटर्स कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए, उसको उठा के डिविडेंड के लिए यूज़ कर दिया इन लोगों ने. ऑल्सो संतोष लिमिटेड रिसीव्ड लैंड फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट फ्रॉम द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, बट इट हैज़ नॉट रिकॉर्डेड it at all in the books as no money has been spent. In the light of AS12, examine whether the treatment of both the grant is correct. दोनों भी गलत है. See, promoters contribution grant is not free reserve, right? वो free reserve नहीं है. So declaring dividend is wrong. You cannot declare dividend out of it, right? So that's wrong treatment what they have done. Second thing you need to understand is when land is received for free, land free में आ गया ना, तो in this case it should be recorded at what value? It should be recorded at some nominal value, है ना भाई? At some nominal value. Let it be recorded in the books of the what you call Santosh Limited at some nominal value. Let it be 1 lakh rupee, let it be 20,000, let it be 10,000. Some value it should be recorded. Otherwise, identity of the asset would be lost, right? देख लो, these are your IC answers. It's not available for distribution of dividend. Common sense है, capital grant है ना. थोड़ा nominal value. The nominal value can be even 1 rupee also. You have to write an entry, land account debit to capital reserve, land account debit to government grant. कुछ तो entry बनानी पड़ेगी. Am I clear? I am going to the next question. Question number 33. Viva Limited receives a specific grant of 30 lakhs for acquiring a plant of 150 lakhs during the year 7-8, having useful life of how much, sir? 10 years. So they have received a government grant in relation to what, you know, fixed asset. The grant received was credited to deferred income in the balance sheet. Deferred income मतलब reserve account में. Don't confuse with the word called income. It's a reserve account. Okay, don't confuse. During 2010-11, due to non-compliance of conditions laid down for the grant, the company has to refund the whole grant to the government. Refund का case आ गया. See, when the grant was received, it was not taken to the asset account, right? So at the time of refund also, you cannot disturb the asset account. Remember. Besides in the deferred income on the date, balance in the deferred income reserve account on the date was how much, sir? 21 lakhs. And return on value of the plant was how much, sir? 105 lakhs. Nothing, sir. See, when the amount was received, grant was received, it was never taken to asset account. At the time of refund also, you cannot disturb the asset account. Therefore, what you can do, this entire 30 lakh rupees, you should first adjust from what, sir? Reserve account. But reserve ka balance kitna hai? 21 lakhs. So 30 minus 21, how much amount is unadjusted? 9 lakhs. This 9 lakhs you can transfer it to what's a P&L account. That's a very simple answer. What should be the treatment of refund of government grant and the effect on cost of the fixed asset and the amount of depreciation to be charged during the 10-11 in the P&L account? I think very easy. See, asset की value तो वही रहेगी 150 lakhs minus residual value 0 by 10 years is the life. So each year depreciation would be how much, sir? 15 lakhs only. So what I'll do here, I'll simply write here only the answer. अब यहाँ पे answer देख लो. Have a look, sir. Depreciation would remain same. That's how much? 15 lakhs. No change in the value of depreciation. How much is the refund amount? The refund amount is coming how much, 30 lakhs you have refunded. In this 30 lakhs, how much you will adjust against the reserve? 21 lakhs you can adjust. And how much will be taken to P&L account debit? Obviously the balance 7 lakhs you can take to P&L account debit. वो आप लेके जाओ P&L account debit में कितना 9 lakh रुपया. What would be the treatment of refund if grant was deducted from the cost of plant during the 7-8, assuming plant showed the balance of 84 lakhs as on 1/4/2010? आहा, पूरा क्वेश्चन ही बदल दिया. बोल रहा है जब अगर ग्रांट आया था, it was taken to which account? It was taken to fixed asset account. In that case, the refund amount should also be taken to which account? Asset account only. In that case, what will happen? What is the value of fixed asset at the time of refund? 84 lakhs, right now? Plus, how much the amount refunded? 30 lakhs. Therefore, now the revised value of the asset would become how much, The revised value of asset would now become 84 plus 30 कितना होता है? चेक कर लेता हूँ. 84 plus 30, 114 lakhs होता है. Therefore, depreciation for 4th year should be how much, 114 lakhs by 7 years. Sir, why 7 years? 3 साल हो गए ना. 7, 8, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. We are doing the sum for 10, 11, right? So it should be 114 divided by 7 years only. So depreciation would be 16.2857. 16.2857 should be the value of what, sir? Depreciation. Check कर लो. Compared to the previous question, this question is very easy because almost all the values are given to you, right? That's it. We'll take the last question, question number 34. आ जाइए, next question ले लेते हैं. A Limited has set up its business in designated backward area with an investment of 200 lakhs. The company is eligible for 25% subsidy and has issued 50 lakhs from the government. ये जो grant आया है, obviously it should be by way of what, promoter's contribution. See, because this grant is not in relation to any asset, कोई asset के संबंध में नहीं आया. This grant is just given, right now. Explain treatment of capital subsidy. Question में ही answer है. Explain the treatment of capital subsidy received from the government in the books of the company. Obviously, this 50 lakhs should be taken to what, This should be taken to capital reserve. That's it. Simple सा answer है. बोला था ना पहले भी. एकदम क्लियर है आंसर. तो दैट्स ऑल फॉर द सम्स ऑन अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 12, राइट. कर लो, अगर कुछ डाउट है तो यू कैन सी द वीडियो अगेन बिकॉज द स्टैंडर्ड इज रियली रियली इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एग्जाम, राइट ना. ये अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 12 है, अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 19 है. दी स्टैंडर्ड्स आर रियली रियली इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एग्जाम. डोंट इग्नोर देम, राइट. ओके, थैंक यू.